That was a pretty good cat cam, Benji.
I'll try it out another time. We'll see
The
what happens.
beeline, the leg shot was good, man. So, greetings and welcome to the Keystone Real Estate Show number 69. This is where we're going to talk about what's important for buying and living in Colorado. Plus, we're going to take a look at the top 5 new picks for listings this week. I'm your host, Matt Dayton with Cornerstone Real Estate. I'm here with Benji, my producer and live stream sidekick with Benji Does. Hello, Benji.
Howdy do. What you got going on today?
Howdy doody. So Benji will be monitoring the chat for us this afternoon, so please feel free to chime in with any questions. And before we get going, if you find any of this information useful, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Either way, thanks for watching. So, hey Benji, good to be here. What do we have online for us today?
So, of course, we've got Bill with us today, our special guest.
Bill Ashley, Bill the Builder. We couldn't get Bob the Builder with his yellow, little outfit on, but we got Bill the Builder. So Bill's my good friend and a fantastic local builder, Bill Ashley with the Ashley Enterprises. Bill, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I've seen some great things that have come out of your crew, and you guys do such good work. Just some really just custom, beautiful high-end homes. So I wanted to get you on the show today, talk a little bit about your business and kind of what you see trending as far as our real estate or our building market right now. So what are you seeing right now in our building, our industry? Are we seeing things pretty busy right now? Things tapering off? What do you think?
They're very busy.
Are they?
It's trending more towards remodels, renovations, additions, rather than new construction.
Okay.
My business used to be split about 50-50. Now it's about 75% additions, renovations, and 25% new construction.
Wow. So here's Bill's website, by the way. Check this out. Bill, I think we were talking about this one before we started here. This was a remodel right here, this log one.
Yes, it was. We did an addition, bumped out 2 sides of it, gutted about half of it, and then we added a workshop.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
60 by 30 workshop with some space above, a 30 by 30 living space above.
That is so cool. And I mean, so you matched it all up, you tied the logs in. It just looks seamless when I was looking at that picture.
Yes. The original log home was built in 1978. It was.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, those are some early pictures right there.
Okay.
And then,
and it's so hard to find a blank slate in a place like this, in a spot like where this house is. You're just seeing more and more people that are just like, they can't find a lot to build on.
Yeah, these people found a beautiful lot. I mean, it's a great Ruby Ranch lot. It has great views. It's quiet. It's secluded, and they really liked the house, but they definitely wanted to add to it.
Yeah, because
we're looking at here is a bunch of before pictures.
Oh, okay.
And then one issue they had too was wind was blowing right through the logs, and they were chinked on the outside. We went through, sealed everything up really well on the inside.
Cool. And how do we get to the after pictures? Is it the after ones up here?
Yes.
On the top.
Yeah.
So what an amazing spot. And Ruby Ranch, I love Ruby Ranch. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, Ruby Ranch is so quiet, so secluded. The new
really
kitchen.
Opened it up. It lives so much better now. For the kitchen table or the dining room table there, that was the exterior for that column you see on the right.
Yeah.
The inside corner of the house. So we were able to bump that out, add the dining room, expand the kitchen, and really open up the house. And it was hard to get the log home from 1978, but we had
log is definitely a little more challenging because it's not like you just frame up a wall and add onto it.
And we had to support the structure while we took pieces out and put them back together. And it was tricky, but everything went flawlessly.
Yeah. So remodel versus new build, like why, why do you think we're seeing more of that?
It kind of started with the COVID and everybody spending more time at home. And I think as we've seen prices increase and inflation increase, people are spending more time at home, cooking their own dinners, just spending more time at home. And then we've seen the um, interest rates raise too.
Hmm.
So people are keeping what they have and investing into it and making it what they want.
Right, right. They're locked in at that 2.25, 2.5, 3% interest rate uh, to start over and take a 7%. That's a hit, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I've seen some properties around. I'm like, oh, that is such a cool location. That would be just amazing to be able to like, take that little old place in Frisco or wherever it might be because it's got the location, it's got the views, whatever. But it's like sometimes I imagine you get into those things and you're like, man, we should have just bulldozed this thing and started over.
Yeah, it's what you really look for is there any groundwater issues? What is the condition of the foundation? How are the
Okay.
stones? Is it good framing? And if you have those things, it's good remodels are great to
I
do.
don't know who sings that. Benji, sings that song if the bones are good? There's, I don't know. There's a good
If the
song.
bones are good, I
If
don't
the
even know what that
bones are
is.
good, the rest don't matter. Yeah.
I'm the wrong guy to ask about that one.
Ah, man. Sorry. Where's your pop knowledge?
Actually, really, we can modernize the home. We can improve the insulation, the windows, the we can update the electronics, turn it into a smart home, and there's really a lot we can do.
Oh
Like
yeah.
this house in particular, we added lighting control camera systems. A lot we did shades, automatic shades, and I mean we did that to a house, a 1978 log home,
Really.
and we
Really.
modernized it. Really,
Now, I'm sure it kind of depends a little bit each situation, but let's say just going into a home, where do you think if somebody's looking to remodel, where do you think they get the most bang for the buck?
um, kitchens and bathrooms are popular.
Yeah.
Um, I I think insulation in your windows,
Okay.
improving the
Yeah.
insulation, and then also improving air quality.
Hmm.
We're building these houses so tight that we need to exchange the air and bring in fresh air. We use
Yeah.
EOVs typically up here for that.
Are there things that you've found that have just been like big stumbling blocks in remodels, whether it's, I don't know, aluminum wiring or Intron heat tubing, crack foundation? Are there things that you run across pretty regularly up here?
Yeah, there's cinder block foundations that the cavities haven't been filled. Old framing where your rafters might be 2x8 or 2x6. Your floor joist might be 2x8,
Yeah.
and it just feels old. It feels worn. There's deflection in the floor when you walk on it. That's one thing you look for is does the floor move?
When did they really update the codes up here as far as like making sure that things were, that there was a standard?
Um, it's
So like,
it's always been improving. I mean,
okay.
it's continual improvements, the best way to put it.
Yeah.
The codes we had in the early 2000s were much better than what we had in the 80s and 90s, and the 90s
Yeah.
codes were much better than the 80s. They started taking more consideration to snow loads.
Yeah.
It was we had the issues with the decks falling off these houses because they weren't designed to leave a whole bunch of snow and ice on for the winter season. People weren't clearing.
Right.
And now we're getting into more sustainable building codes.
Yeah.
Those have been improvements as well. I know that they're working on integrating the sustainable building codes that we have. The counties in the county and some cities have additional codes, sustainable building codes. They're writing new code right now to integrate the sustainable building codes into the IRC.
Okay.
And
Yeah, they make these houses so tight and so efficient now. It's really great. I mean, you'd save a lot of energy. And I remember, back in my wood flooring days, going into some of these 1970s builds, and it's like just the drafty, and then the floors all over the place, and like there's a support joist in the basement, and you're like, that doesn't even line up with the wall upstairs. And so
yeah. Well, like that log home we just looked at, we added a structure to the floor to improve the floor to support the weight and keep the deflection down, improve deflection. We actually put a plywood down called a warm board that's got grooves already in it, and a piece of sheet metal is imprinted into it. You just snap your heat tube into it.
Oh,
so get rid of a old central air system and electric baseboard heaters, and put a boiler in, and now it's in-floor radiant heat everywhere. We're able to retrofit that over concrete floor and the existing wood floor.
That's so slick. Yeah, they got so much great technology. Can't quite just throw the house in the yard and let it pop up. Like, you remember those kids' little jungle gyms? You just like wire and it just springs up in your living room. We're not there yet, but yeah. But they definitely got a lot of cool technologies. So, well, awesome. Bill, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate you being here today and
thanks for having me.
Some of that stuff. If you guys need any advice on building up here, Ashley Enterprises, highly recommend. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
See you, Bill.
All right. See you, Bill. Awesome. So what's happening in the Summit County these days, Benji?
So let's see. So what is going on in Summit County is Keystone Pond Skimming. I just looked at pictures of this and I'm super excited. And I was like, I got to get Matt to do this somehow.
The Keystone Pond Skimming.
Yeah.
I have never, well, I can't say I've unofficially done pond skimming. Like we just ski down a hill really fast and you water ski across a pond, but I've never done the official pond skimming competition.
I wish I could get a better picture of this guy here.
I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
I'm sure there's got to be some great pond skimming YouTube shorts.
Yeah. So it looks like, I don't know, right here, I think you said there was like a ramp. If it was just straight, it would probably be better.
Yeah, it's not going to go well for this guy. You can see
he's going in.
He's already going in.
Sure.
And I mean, that water is so cold.
I bet it
that is not like
cold.
That is not swimming pool water. That is like, this is melted off the slopes today, and it just ended up here in this.
Too funny.
Yeah.
I've got to figure out a way to get you to do this.
Oh man, I don't know. Put on a big Easter bunny suit or something. Go pond skimming.
Do they do that all over the place, or they just have that at like one or two resorts or something like that?
Yeah, it's kind of. Keystone's kind of been good about just doing it every year. We used to, like, up at A Basin was the unofficial pond skimming because they have this area that just collects a bunch of water.
Oh, okay.
Up there, and you can go skim across that.
Yeah.
So they do the unofficial pond skimming up there at the end of the season. Gets rowdy.
Have you ever done an unofficial pond skim then, I guess? I mean, you've got to know what that feels
I've done the
like.
unofficial.
Do you make it across or no?
Yes, I don't do it if I'm not going to make it across.
I just can't imagine having like frozen feet and frozen body just falling in there. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm pretty much only going to do it if I'm guaranteed to make it.
Yeah, for sure. It's like instant death.
Yeah, there's no maybe on the pond skimming, especially in that one. You're like up on the mountain and it's an actual like lake.
Yeah.
Could go badly.
Now we've got the real estate news. Watch out for real estate scams. What's going on up in your neck of the woods with the real estate scams?
I am getting a lot of calls right now about people that want to sell their property or their land, and it's not them. It's not their land. And they're just out scamming people. Basically, they're looking for a piece of land that is vacant, maybe an out-of-state owner. They've owned it for a long time. They own it outright cash, and they're going to impersonate that owner. They get a Google subscriber phone number. They get an email, like it would just be Matt Dayton 1475@outlook.com.
Ridiculous.
Those are like the emails that I'm getting, or the leads. I had one call me. Guy called me from, he said he found my name on Zillow, and he's got this piece of land. He wants to sell it, and so it kind of seemed a little odd. But I started asking him some questions, and it's especially odd when like the guy has like a Indian accent and his name is Sven.
Yeah.
Just like didn't match up.
Yeah.
So
I know we're multicultural in America, but it's not that deep yet.
yeah, it's usually not quite like that. So
Yeah.
anyway, so he's telling me about that he wants to sell this lot. I'm trying to think of ways I can qualify him to figure out if he actually knows what he's even talking about, if this is his lot or not. So one of the questions that I asked him was, it was a 50-50 shot. I said, if you're standing in the road and you're looking at the property, does it slope down away from you or does it slope up? And he guessed wrong.
See, that's so crazy that you would come up with that idea there. I don't think I would have come up with that.
I was trying to think of something like, are there trees on the lot, or I don't know. So I was like, tell me about the lot, and he wasn't getting too descriptive. But anyway, so I was able to look up the owner. I let them know, hey, just keep an eye on your lot. Good idea to sign yourself up for a search, maybe for your neighborhood on Zillow. Just sign up for a search, and if your lot comes on the market, you should get notified. Title insurance, you got title insurance. So if I would talk to a title insurance company, make sure you got coverage for such a thing like that, because they must be pulling it off somewhere.
Yeah.
And
I was asking you the other day if anybody has been successful.
Yeah, I have not heard firsthand of anybody being successful on that, but they must be, because they're doing it. They're putting a lot of time and energy into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the idea is they impersonate, they get you as a realtor to put it on the market. They do a quick sale, and I don't know. I think there's too many stops in place, but like I said, they must be finding some success.
So I have another special guest for us today.
Oh yeah, let's see this.
I added a cat cam.
Oh my gosh.
That's my cat.
We didn't get a proper introduction for the cat cam. Who is this fat guy? I'm sorry. Is he have audio?
No,
sorry.
he does. He can't hear anything right now.
Okay, good.
Plus, she's sleeping anyway. So I thought this was so funny. I have these extra cameras in the house, and I was like, I wonder if I can pull more in. Yes, I can.
Man,
that's our cat cam.
She's not a very interesting guest.
No, she's not. I just thought that'd be fun to do.
A little standoffish.
For sure. All right. So what is up with the market? What's our weekly update look like this week?
Yeah. So I'll share a little bit of our screen here as far as listing activity. We're starting to see things pick up a little bit as far as new listings. So that's been encouraging. Sorry, a little delayed on sharing the screen here.
You're good.
Share.
There we go.
So starting to pick up a little bit more as far as listing activities. So this is Summit County. We're seeing a little bit of an uptick in listings, still under that 400 mark. Really, this number is a little bit skewed. That's not quite totally accurate, but for residential properties, we're still under 400 in the MLS. Pending sales, still pretty flat, but we're getting a lot more showing activity on our listings. So we're seeing more people that are out there looking. We'll see if that just drops off. Like Keystone ski area closes at the end of this week. Copper Mountain's probably another week or two out. things are kind of winding down up here. We're going into the quote unquote mud season. So we'll see what that looks like. Price wise, maybe a little bit of an uptick in price per square foot, in the median price per square foot. Sales price, kind of a little bit of an uptick in there too, but nothing major. So, but we're seeing decent activity, and we're hoping to see that inventory build up through the spring months here. So that's the market in a nutshell.
I had an ADHD thought while you were talking. Did you ever used to watch Price is Right back in the day?
Oh yeah,
And they had the guy that would climb the mountain, and he would
yeah.
yodel.
Is that the one with the no whammies?
It's not kind of, that's a different show. But
Oh,
I was thinking we need to get like a little character with you on it skiing down
the
the
little
weekly
mountain
update.
climber that like
Yeah.
yodeled. Yeah,
And then like based on how you do is how the market's doing, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we're climbing.
he's climbing. We're
Too
going
fun.
down. We're going downhill.
Alrighty.
He's
So
cliff
we've
dropping.
done the special guest, what's going on. We did our tip during the special guest, real estate news, how's the market. Now we're in the MLS check.
Yeah, what do we got for us today?
All right, let me get my screen up. Here we go. This week we've got, oh, is it going? Let me turn on the button. There we go. This week we're starting with a townhouse, but the rest of them are all single family residents. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, so we got start with that Salt Lake one.
This is
84
Salt Lake,
Salt Lake.
84 Salt Lake Circle in Silverthorne. Here's
Yeah.
the map location.
So kind of I fun location, because this backs up to all this open space or national forest right out there, the backyard. And you never see these ones come on the market. They're older. They're like a 1972 build.
Mhm.
So definitely, and it reflects in the style of the vintage of the unit. But just kind of off to the side, backs up to national forest. The location of this is just phenomenal. You got all kinds of hiking and biking trails right out the back door, cross country ski trails in the winter. Yeah, so really like the location of this one.
I like this brick facade.
It
That's
is
cool.
fun. I mean, this brings me back.
Oh, for sure. I'm having like some nostalgia for sure. The couches even. This is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, I can totally just picture, sitting in there. You don't have the sunken living room. That's disappointing.
Look how cool this little space is right here.
Yeah, that's a great open. It's got an open floor plan. You got
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
you got that little nook looking out over.
Mhm.
It's like they redid the kitchen. Some updates there.
Super nice.
Yeah, nice updates. Seems like a good layout to me. So
I don't know why, but I like these overhead kind of lights like this.
do you?
I don't know why. I just do. I think it's the way that they feel when you're in the
Those are definitely the vintage ones. Those are.
Oh, look, there
all-
is a partition right here. It's a slider.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's
There's
crazy.
a lot of windows in this place.
Yeah.
A lot of natural light. Which
There's
is
the
great.
partition.
Oh, I see it. I get it. Yep. Okay. The accordion bifold partition.
I've only ever seen that at like convention centers, but this
Yeah,
house
like
is
church,
the
I
size of
think
a
it-
convention center.
Yeah,
I love this space.
I
This
do
is
too.
so
You could do a
cool.
lot of fun stuff with this.
Yeah.
Those open treads on the stairwell, and a nice deck. It would be a lot of fun. So yeah,
This is a townhouse?
it's a townhouse, 1,877 square feet.
This is such a big townhouse.
This is pretty good size. Fully furnished with, take it or leave it. But yeah, it looks like they've done some updates to it, and it's nice. You got your laundry, you got a garage, which is huge. You got a 2-car garage on this. That's really big. So yeah, so they got that listed for $1,025,000. It seems like a lot of place for the money. So
Yeah, it really does.
I know it's dated. I know it's 1972, all that, but I think you could do a lot with it.
It's got them good bones.
It's got good bones.
What
I
was
think.
the-
I don't know. I'm not going
the
to stand.
song?
I'm not going to stand behind that.
It looks like it's got
Yeah.
good bones.
It looks like.
All right,
Somebody
here's our
told me.
first single family residence in Silverthorne, 145 Blue Grouse Lane? I guess
Yeah,
it's a bird, right?
blue grouse, like the bird. Yeah, yeah. Good little neighborhood. I know a number of people that live down in this neighborhood. It's a great little spot. You got yards. You're close to, really close to Silverthorne. Cruise into anything. You got the golf course right there. Yep.
Are these all like fishing lakes or?
You know, they are there. The access to those, you know, some of those are private access,
like these
but
guys.
some of them are public access. Like that one right there is public access in the middle.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Or is it that? Oh no, the Silverthorn Pond.
There's
Anyway,
a ton of them.
yeah. So there's a bunch of those in there. They were actually, I think they were like, they dredged out a lot of the rock and stuff out of there, and then they turned them into ponds.
Is this common where people will share a single driveway?
Yeah, you see that a fair amount. Yeah, our last house was like that. Our last two places were like that, where we shared a driveway.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, you know, you got somebody who helps you shovel.
I thought these were ghost pillows for a second.
Ghost pillow.
There's a ghost sitting in the front room.
It's
love
about
the
the same
ceiling.
size as that last one, 1,811 square feet, 1996 build, 3-bed,
Ooh.
3-bath.
So this artist right here, this is Leonid Afremov. I love that guy's work.
Leo who?
Leonid Afremov.
Oh, where is that guy?
It's like a modernist, impressionist kind of thing.
Okay.
He uses very vibrant colors, and you can see it looks like a reflection of water in a lot of his paintings.
Yeah.
Cool. He does a lot of jazz work too.
You know, your art, man.
Yes.
Very sophisticated. I like that. This is a nice kitchen.
Yeah, I like that this is open above the sink too.
Yep. Farmhouse sink there. If you're going to do dishes, you want to be social, right?
Yeah. You're just slaving away in the kitchen.
Yeah. Designated dish. That's a great place to put the sink, though, because so often it's like you want to kind of start getting things cleaned up after the party's been there, and, you know, like it's, you know, but you still want to be part of the party. So I like it. Not over in a corner.
These take me back, these cabinets underneath here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My parents' first house was just like this in the bathrooms.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah. So good. Yeah. Good. Looks like a good place. He's in 96 build, so they're going to be solid. We're talking about with Bill, and just the codes kept getting better and better.
It's a good looking spot.
Yeah.
Two car
garage.
and ghosts.
And ghosts. And ghost house.
That's a cool spot.
Yeah. That's a good house.
Here's number 3. This is 5 Eagle's Nest Court in Silverthorn.
A little bit bigger house. Moving on up the hill. That same area there.
Yeah.
So same kind of location, actually. Backing up to all that open space again.
Amazing.
Pretty good size house. 4,200 square feet.
That's ridiculous.
That's a good size house.
4,200 square feet. This satellite imagery is way off.
Yeah. It's tough to tell. But
yes.
yeah, so you get some things being spelled out up there.
That's funny. It says help in the road. Very nice cursive.
They plan that out ahead of time.
There's those chairs with the ski bags.
Yep,
Are those all over the place?
Yeah, the ski Adirondack chairs. There's a guy you can actually like get him a bunch of skis and make you.
You're just over it. I see them
chair.
every day.
I see them all the time. Although I don't have any. I'd like to get some. It's a nice deck. That is a really nice deck.
Oh, look at that. Is this without snow?
Yeah, that's up there. Is that Baldy?
I figured you guys were year-round snow up there.
No, it does melt and go away. Surprisingly.
Glacial.
It is glacial. No, we do have snowfields that don't melt, so you can go, you know, ski on 4th of July, and we actually have a bowl called 4th of July Bowl.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this house was built in 1978, so it's a little older. Looks like they've definitely done some updating since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that kitchen island.
Yeah. It just kind of makes for nice open social. But yeah, good house. Let me say it's listed at just under $2 million, so it's $460 a square foot. So it's a lot of house for the money and for that location. Yeah.
Ooh.
Some interesting color tiles.
Y'all like green?
I like green. My kid Anders wants to be the green ninja, so.
Oh, from Power Rangers?
No, the Green Ninja, it's a Lego Ninjago character.
Oh, they
So,
killed the green ninja.
yeah, he loves the Green Ninja. He's got dark hair and like beautiful blue eyes, and he wants green eyes.
Yeah.
Just wants to be the Green Ninja.
So my son, he plays soccer, and like every 11 weeks or so, he's on a new team, and they make him pick out a name, and it's like whatever color shirts they have, and then a thing. And every time he suggests ninja. He's been a blue ninja, a purple ninja, a yellow ninja.
Ninjas go over pretty well with the boys.
Everybody in the group's just like, yeah, ninjas, like immediately.
Everybody loves the ninja.
This is 244 Lone Hand Way in Breckenridge.
Yeah, but another log home, kind of like what we were looking at earlier. 2002 build, just under 3,500 square feet. This is in the Peak 7 neighborhood, which I love. Peak 7. It's just quiet setting. You got dirt roads up there, kind of just takes you back. You got easy access to National Forest, easy access to the town of Breckenridge, trails. It's Peak 7's always been a winner in my book.
Yeah, I bet this is a beautiful drive just coming up through here.
Yeah.
Do you guys do Christmas with like lights? Does everybody get into
Oh,
lights
yeah.
here? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I bet this is just too nice.
It's pretty. Lots of snow. You get lots of snow up there. So
how many square feet is this one versus the other one?
This one's 3,500 square feet, so a bit smaller, about 500 square feet smaller.
Look at this guy. Tons of little.
5 bed, 4 bath, built in 2002. But
this was built in 2002?
Yeah.
Wow.
The great thing about log, like a lot of people, log doesn't get as good of a R rating, like the insulation rating is like, and stick built houses, but you get over the course of the day, it absorbs that heat into the log walls, and then it will release it at night. And then if you take care of a log home, it will last forever. I mean, there's log churches in Norway that are like thousands years old.
Oh yeah,
1,000 years old.
I love this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. These big support logs there. Fluted butts.
Sorry, what?
Fluted butts. It's when the end of the log of the butt, it comes out. It's fluted.
I'm not walking into that one. Fluted butts. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's regular log home term.
When I was in the military, we had a guy in my squadron. His last name was Butts. Man, did he get it?
Man.
But he was also a really nice guy. So
you didn't give him too hard of a time?
Well, he was just, he would take jokes. He was just really good at it.
You'd take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did my family did a bunch of log work. We had a log lathe. Did I tell you about the log lathe we used to have?
Log leg?
Lathe.
It was a lathe. No, huh?
Yeah. It would skewer a log on either end, and then you turn the log, and you'd have these blades that came in and peeled them, and then it put a notch through it and it cope it, and then you turn it over, and it was a building log, and you just like stack it. So we were doing that during the 2008 pine beetle pandemic or epidemic or whatever. And so I learned a ton about building with logs. And how they twist, and like if it's a right hand twisting log or if it's a left hand twisting log, and what's better. So pretty interesting stuff. A lot to know about logs.
Yeah.
Some nice rec rooms areas in this place.
They got really creative with one of these log beams in there. They terminated it into like a bobcat's face.
You can have so much fun with that. So
it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is our last one. Final single-family home, 499 White Cloud Drive.
Yeah, this one is beautiful spot, beautiful views. I think you've got pretty good ski out access on this one. I don't totally know, but you got that you can see those kind of tire tracks behind it, the ruts. I think you can just ski right in and out of there and get you to the ski area. So that's right there, the base of Beaver Run. You got the chairlift right there. So it's close.
Yeah.
And for ski, I mean, I know it's like over $6.5 million, but it's quite the location.
Location, location, location.
Right? The difference between peeing in the pool and peeing into the pool. All about location.
Don't they put a dye in the water so they can tell who it is?
I wouldn't know.
It's just floating in green. Oh no.
It's following me.
This is really neat the way they put these beams together.
Yeah, the way they cut those out and they got the big
Tension.
shackle in
Yeah.
between. I love that.
These big old grand curtains too. This is definitely a $6 million property.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, you can tell they put a lot into this thing.
Yeah, everybody goes here and they talk about their investments.
Yes, exactly. They talk about their portfolios.
Yeah.
That is
These
great.
beams have heard some keywords.
Yes, right.
Smoking chairs. This is cool space. I like it.
Yeah, you got a little cigar lounge or something in
Yeah.
there. Look at that. Brandy tasting area. I don't know. Yeah, that nice, beautiful
There it is.
kitchen, big hood, big range.
In the $6 million home, the best range you can buy.
The $6 million home. That could be an episode of something.
That's cool. I like this outdoor space.
Yeah, nice grill out there. Yep, nice. I'm guessing that's the primary bedroom. You got that view of Peak 8 right there. That's pretty sweet.
I wonder if this, look, this has got something going. I don't know if this is a door, but I bet the
Big old
blinds are probably inside of that box up there.
Yeah. Then you got, superimpose that view out there. That's not really there. No, that really
is Armageddon.
That really is there. It's not in Iowa. That is pretty sweet. Yeah, sit in the jacuzzi, look at those views.
Huge. Look at this. The closet
Nice big
has a
closet.
washer and dryer in it.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
You don't even have to try to put clothes away. You just take them out and hang them.
That's a great idea.
I like this cozy little reading nook back here.
Yeah, that's nice. Looks homey. Looks comfortable.
Every spot in here looks comfortable. I haven't seen any part of this is like jarring or weird yet.
No, it's nice. Looks like that's kind of a
mega mud room.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. It looks kind of like a mudroom, but then you got like couches in there. So
it's for rich people. You got to take your skis off.
You come in there and you get into that chair after you've been skiing all day. You're not getting up again.
Have you ever seen it? What is this? What would you consider this in a hallway?
Just like a wet bar type of thing. It must be
with
down
a microwave in it.
It must be down near a rec area or something.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you called it. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Bing, billiards. There's your bunk beds.
Looks awesome.
And
looks so awesome.
Yeah, those will keep you from rolling out of bed. No broken arms.
I had a friend that broke her arm in bed once like that. No, it was her leg. Yeah.
She didn't fall out of bed?
She put her leg between the slats and then fell out.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
All right. Well, we ended on a high note.
All right. That was great. Thanks so much, Benji. Thank you for joining us for the show. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that. Really appreciate it. Helps us out, and we'll keep doing this. Have a wonderful day and hope to see you in the mountains soon.